I lost my job because my boss needed a scapegoat, and I was the easiest target. But what he didn't know, I had receipts and a plan. At the time, I was working in a mid-sized tech company. Nothing fancy, but I liked it. I showed up early, stayed late, helped my coworkers, even trained some new hires. It wasn't my dream job, but it paid the bills, and I was proud of how far I'd come. My manager, Jason, was one of those fake nice guys. He smiled in meetings, made jokes, but behind the scenes, he was lazy, took credit for other people's work, and blamed anyone but himself when things went wrong. Still, I kept my head down and worked hard. I thought that would protect me. Then came the system crash. One Monday morning, a major client project disappeared off the server. Years of data, gone. People were freaking out. Jason called an emergency meeting, and to my shock, he pointed the finger at me. He claimed I was the last one who accessed the server. He said I deleted the project accidentally. My stomach dropped. I knew I didn't do it. I double-checked my logs, even showed him my activity reports. But he didn't care. "I'm sorry," he said with that smug, fake sympathetic look. "This is a serious issue. We have to let you go." Just like that, 3 years of loyalty gone. I walked out of that building humiliated, jobless, and angry, but not broken. That night I couldn't sleep. I replayed everything, every detail. Then it hit me. I remembered something Jason didn't know I had. A backup. A few weeks before the system crash, I had made a personal backup of our team's shared drive. Not because I saw this coming, but because I was working late on a Saturday, and I wanted to speed things up from home. I saved a full mirror image of our project data to a secure external drive. And guess what? That backup clearly showed who really deleted the files. It wasn't me, it was Jason. He logged in remotely from his own credentials, then tried to cover it up by wiping logs. But he missed a copy that synced to my offline archive, so now I had proof. But instead of running back to HR with it, I decided to play this smarter. Jason wasn't just my manager, he was close with the VP. Reporting him wouldn't work unless I made the whole thing undeniable. So I waited. I started looking for a new job quietly. Meanwhile, I kept in touch with a couple of trusted coworkers, people I knew had also been thrown under the bus by Jason at one point or another. Turns out, I wasn't the only one. Over the next few weeks, I gathered stories, screenshots, messages, anything that showed Jason's pattern of blame shifting and lying. I even found a team chat where he joked about losing files to save his own skin. I was building a case. Once I got an offer from a new company, better pay, better role, I knew it was time. The morning I signed my new job contract, I sent an anonymous email to the executive team at my old company. It had everything. I attached the backup logs that showed Jason's login, the timestamps, the deleted files, every trace of his cover-up. I included the team messages he thought no one saved. I even wrote a clean timeline of what happened, step by step, using neutral language. No name-calling, no emotion, just cold, hard facts. Then I hit send. The silence lasted 3 days, but on the 4th day, my friend Sarah, who still worked there, called me, whispering, "You won't believe this." Jason had been pulled into HR, then ET, then legal. By the end of the week, he was escorted out of the building, gone. Apparently, the company launched a quiet internal investigation the second they got my email. They had to. The evidence was airtight. Jason tried to lie his way out at first, but once they matched up the logs and confronted him with the messages, he cracked. And the best part? HR sent me an apology email, a real one. They offered to review the decision of my termination and asked if I'd be open to a conversation. I didn't respond. You'd think getting Jason fired would have felt amazing. And, for a minute, it did. I won. I proved I wasn't the one who messed up. The guy who humiliated me in front of everyone was finally exposed. I even printed the HR apology and tucked it into a drawer, not out of pride, but as a reminder. Never let someone else write your story. But something weird happened after that. I thought I'd feel complete, like the revenge would fix it all. But instead, I felt tired, like all that anger had just drained out of me. I started asking myself, why did I let people like Jason take up so much space in my head? Why did I put so much of my self-worth into a company that dropped me in a heartbeat? That's when the real change happened. Instead of going back, I moved forward. At my new job, I built stronger boundaries. I spoke up more, even if it made people uncomfortable. I backed up everything. I learned to trust my gut and not play small just to be liked. Jason lost his job, but I found my confidence again. Looking back, I don't think I ever wanted revenge just to hurt Jason. What I really wanted was to be heard, to matter, to not be tossed aside like I was invisible. And maybe that's what made it all worth it. Not the fallout, not the emails, but the fact that I finally stood up for myself when no one else did. Here's the thing. People will try to rewrite your story when it suits them. They'll twist facts, protect their power, and hope you stay quiet. But the truth? It always finds its way out, even if it takes time. So if you've ever been wronged, if someone tried to take everything you worked for and act like it was your fault, don't let them win. Take the hit, then take your power back. Because sometimes, justice doesn't come in courtrooms or headlines. Sometimes it comes in silent emails, unshakable proof, and the peace of walking away with your head high. I got fired for something I didn't do, but I left with something better, self-respect, and trust me, it was worth it.